Almost losing him at 12 weeks, and then him fighting and holding on for all that time and being born and continuing to fight is just a miracle.
It's my worst fear that something could happen to a child because we don't have the equipment to keep them alive, to stabilise them till they're retrieved from here.
The midwifery team here and the medical team as well carry that grief for years afterwards.
It's a great privilege and it's very humbling and inspirational to be working with young babies and their parents, and for me, sick babies and their parents and their families, their grandparents, they continue to be my heroes.
It's all the Queensland regional hospitals that are now asking Humpty for help. Scattered up and down the coast and isolated, they worry that their children and their babies are being forgotten.
We're a mining town, none of us have family here, so we have to kind of support each other and make it as supportive as possible for our women.
There's so much passion, there's passion to give, there's a passion of the people that are receiving, which are the medical teams and the hospitals, that really react to it and really thoroughly appreciate what's happening.
Oh, I don't like that.
You think of Hitachi machinery, you think of big monsters like this one here. You don't think of babies' warming tables that saves lives.
We asked the hospital what they wanted, and this is what they told us they needed. So it's a life-saving piece of equipment. Basically, every baby goes onto it after birth if they show any signs of stress, and they can resuscitate, they can keep warm, they can weigh the baby, all in one machine.
So from your point of view, you're on the coalface. What difference does it make?
It's a difference between a miracle of life and some babies struggling or some services struggling to provide that service which will result in a miracle for a healthy life.
So despite your skill or despite your dedication, you can only do so much?
We're only human beings. Yeah, I mean, we are so dependent on technology nowadays. You kindly donated 7 items to us. And I was saying to Paul that we are so over the moon and very, very heartened by the generosity of the community.
You're about halfway between Townsville and Cairns. Do you feel isolated? Do you feel like you're forgotten?
All the time. Because I've been to those hospitals, to their ED departments, and they've got all the flash equipment and all the staff, and yet we're in an isolated place and we don't have that equipment. But we do the best we can with what we've got. It is scary though.
We have lost babies over the years because we haven't been able to maintain a good airway with them from when they've been born here until they get to a tertiary centre.
Having the Humpty Dumpty Foundation come to us and say, we have $30,000, what do you want? It's like, wow, thank you, thank you, thank you. And that's just, that's heart-wrenching for us.